Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia Tech's offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. This quarterback part of their running game. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So the Clemson Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running inside, it's Overton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter.
Could be an alley. Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Hokies.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On the run, it's Davidson, and he's wrestled to the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Quick spin on the run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly.
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early.
There's a crease. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Keeps it. Maybe a crease. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
It's complete to the left. Gets away from it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
You got to realize, these RPOs, man, for the offensive linemen, like, this is a tough job. They are blocking run no matter what. So right here, understanding that it kind of turned into a pass, he didn't get too far down the field to get the flag, and they still create the downfield opportunity with the RPO.
The run inside. It's Davidson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays, now set up with a whole playbook.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive run.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes a handoff. It's Haynes. Fighting off the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Now the toss. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Past the 40. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with Clemson's coach at the half. His conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
Okay, Holly. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Fights off a defender. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs, really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it again on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
On the snap, it's Haynes. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. This time they get him in the backfield and they take back what he got on the previous play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, it's Denson. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll run the option. Finding some room. With that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you can tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They booted away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Davidson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 3rd and 3. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Denson. Going long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Across the makes the catch, and he's free. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw. And all the
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He's going to keep it. Might have a chance. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Keeps it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the ride. He'll take it himself. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Moore. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down.
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high... There's some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Snap to the back. He's going to keep it. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it. It's Davidson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, Those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. So now it's 2nd and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire. But, and he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It will be third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
Fires one high and deep. Got it down the field. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Wants to throw it. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Swings it out to his running back. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Clemson trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. To the air, it's Denson. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Direct snap. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Got some room in under the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Rushes on him. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking